Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to build an F-16. Alright, not that kind of F-16. Today we're actually just going to build the drawing number F-16 from my Sonex kit. I already built this part one time. A couple weeks ago I had a buddy come over and help me build this part right here, the F-16 assembly. This part requires a lot of counter drilling as well as dimpling of a thinner piece of metal here. We ran into one issue though. When I started dimpling some of these holes, I accidentally dimpled it the wrong direction. Because he was here and we're just hanging out to learn how to build an airplane together, I went ahead and just had him pull all the rivets on it so he had a chance to do that. And then I subsequently purchased this part again, and then about a week later I received the new part in the mail. I drilled out all of those rivets that we'd put in, and now I'm going to rebuild it and reassemble it with all the parts correctly. So I'm just going to go ahead and go through what this looks like. I'm really only going to do sort of the high level build on this. So these landing gear legs here, these landing gear mounts, eventually will connect also up to this plate. You can see right here in the drawing where this circle is. That's kind of where it fits, right on top of that. And the angle right here is a little bit a smaller radius there than it is where it meets up with these parts right here. So there's a bit of work that has to be done in terms of filing. That's one of the difficult parts, to get that to fit properly. I ended up having to sand down a little bit on this corner here where this kind of protrudes a little bit. That was pretty flat and it would come out and it'd dig into the aluminum part here. So I rounded that off a little bit, but that's really all I did on this part. I want to keep this obviously as strong as possible. And then the directions say to file this inside diameter here until it fits kind of flush with this angle right here. So that took a bit of time. And the first time I put this together, before Haven even came over, I quickly realized that things weren't really lining up the way they should. And it turned out that I actually had this part put around on the bottom side of this plate, and it's actually supposed to go right here with this plate sitting on top there like this. It was a little bit hard to read the instructions and see that this plate was between, kind of sandwiched between this plate and the one that goes over the top. But really, once I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense actually. I also used up quite a few of these CCC 44 rivets. These are flush mount rivets. Because Haven and I went ahead and riveted all the parts together, I used up quite a few of these 44s, so I'm going to have to order some more. I probably got about 30 in here or so, and I think I need 60 total. So today I'm actually just going to assemble the whole part here, and I'll buy some more and finish up the part later on, but I'm not going to hold up the video for that. I do just want to take a second and mention the importance of using a proper countersink tool. Here's an example of a part. I use this countersink tool to make sure that they are all equally drilled exactly the same distance according to the instructions. And that helps them to mate up perfectly with the dimpled holes here that I put onto this thinner sheet of metal here. On the back sides of these dimpled holes, I also use my deburring tool to cut it down just a little bit. They were protruding a little too far, and these parts weren't sitting down flush. This is now kind of nice and flat, and everything fits together very well. Alright, and that's how this all fits together. You can see there's a slight gap here on the end where these parts are kind of down inside behind it, but not out here on the edge, and these do not get drilled out yet. Those will connect into another part later on in a future assembly. But this is all put together now, just need to pull rivets at this point, and it's ready to go. Alright, and with that I have pulled all of the CCC 44 rivets that I have. I still have plenty of spots here that need to be filled. I need to pull out these Clecos and put them in there instead. I had enough of the CCC 46s left. You can see those here on these outside ones. They actually have to go through several pieces of metal here where it's a little thicker, so these are all CCC 46s. 44s all along here, that's only the thin piece and the angle here, the 1/8 inch angle. And then out here again we have CCC 46s, and the rest of these are all 44s as well. So you can see there's quite a few holes that I still need to fill with rivets. I'm very happy with how this part turned out. I'm glad that I went ahead and purchased the extra piece to replace the one that I messed up the first time. It ended up being about $70. I think it was $35 for the part and another $35 to ship it. So I think it was like 75 bucks total, and well worth the cost to me. On the opposite side of this is where my landing gear mounts will go. So this is a landing gear mount here. That'll fit right about there. And then this one will fit over here on this side, right about there. The landing gear slides right into here. It's just a leg that comes out on either side. And then here's one of the new parts that I just purchased to go along with my dual control stick yoke here. And that will connect down here on either side. There's going to be a little brass bushing that goes in here and over here, and then this part will pivot forward and back and be connected to the elevator right here with this connection right there. Alright, well that's probably not the F-16 you were expecting when you clicked on the thumbnail, but here you go, an F-16 assembly for a Sonex B. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing and like and comment and all those things, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.